what can we ask that is appropriate to our context in relationship to transformational inquiry?
So let me put it in terms of this wonderful new book I'm reading.
Okay.
This is a Buddhist gentleman, David Loy, who talks about the Buddhist perspective that this profound sense of lack, that there's something wrong with me, really permeates all humanity. And from the Buddhist perspective, it is basically this thing I call myself is nothing more than swirling thoughts confirming themselves all the time, that I have this profound sense of me, but it's largely a fiction, because there's no way that this me is in any way separate from all the things I'm woven into. It's a conditional and conditioned self. And his argument is that the spiritual path is we confront that profound sense of lack, or we spend our life trying to compensate for it. The best of the spiritual traditions confront that sense of lack and let it burn through them. Let it burn out by just being with it. Now, in the Christian tradition, that sense of lack is called sin. And so what Keegan and Leahy's process, what we can do with transformational inquiry, is actually invite folks into that bodily felt sense of lack, and be together in a community to bring the light of consciousness into that, so it can burn out of its own energy. I mean, it basically destroys itself. When you bring something like that felt sense that I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, there's something wrong with me, and you sit with that in the light of awareness, it tends to burn up. And it's wonderful to do it in the spiritual community, because you can do it without thinking you're crazy, because all the folks around you are experiencing the same thing. We do this as a community that supports one another.
And we can talk about it.
And we can talk about it.
Whereas with our colleagues at work, we're not going to say, here's how I really feel.
That's right.
In terms of inadequate